All right, so what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about Palantir. The market did go against us on our last price prediction. You guys can see it right there in front of you. We don't try to hide our bias as to where we suspect the price was going to go. We give you all what happened to the market, to our price prediction as price went forward. And this is one situation to where it didn't work out. We're going to break it down as the reason why, or at what point will we have noticed that maybe we're on the wrong side of the market so that we can become more proficient at exiting out trades before it goes against us too much. All right, so welcome back to the channel. We're also going to talk about if this stock in Palantir is going to continue to go higher, because it looks like that to me. And there's a couple of things on the charts I wanted to let you notice about, so that you guys can begin to say, okay, cool, I can see what he's talking about. We could potentially see this market in Palantir continue to make all-time highs because of this reason. Because one thing I want you all to know and recognize is that the market doesn't do things if they don't think they're going to win. Nobody. So every person that is involved in Palantir is either entering or exiting positions because either they're winning or they're losing. Now, the initial point to when people get involved in buying stocks, that's because they think they're going to win. The initial stage of people who is shorting a stock is because they think they're going to win. They think that whatever research they contemplated they did, they think it gives them an edge. So everybody who is participating on this particular market in Palantir, we can see what they think. Nobody is in the market to lose. Everyone is in this market thinking they're smart, thinking that they have a leg up amongst someone else and that they're going to win. So we're getting the best of the best in the market. You're not going to get the dummy, the intellectual, the unintellectual people. You're not going to see those people in this market. Dumb people don't come and participate in stocks if they think they're going to lose. So we actually have a big advantage if we know how to break down what has already occurred. Think about it. If we have smart people in the market attempting to make money, when they come in and enter this market, they leave us breadcrumbs. So when we look at this stock in Palantir, we're going to see what breadcrumbs has been laid as to why we think this stock is going to continue to go up. Okay. So make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe to make sure you guys stay in tune to what we capture here on this platform. So first of all, I'm just going to keep it real. It is what it is. We did a price prediction in Palantir right here on July the 2nd. 2025. We were looking for price to go lower and it didn't even go down. This is another reason of noticing, okay, I might be on the wrong side. I'm going to show you where it happened. Okay. When you see certain things on a chart, there's supposed to be a follow through or a continuation, or price supposed to continue following the price of where price of the price bar that price closed. You're supposed to see that continue. Okay. So when we did this price prediction back in July, we noticed a massive bar right there. You see that? That bar signifies somebody wanting to sell, period. So don't forget, people are in this market think that they're smarter than the next person. So apparently somebody had wind of something that they wanted to sell in Palantir. Look at the volume. The volume also says, hold up, something is changing. That is probably the biggest reason why we went and played the market move to the downside in Palantir. Okay. That's why the prediction is there. Now, as time went forward, don't forget what I just said. I said, when you see certain things on a chart, you're supposed to see a follow through, a continuation, price to continue to go the direction in which it closed. So in this situation, the price bar closed at the very bottom of the bar. You're supposed to see price continue to go lower. The moment that you don't see that happen in like the next couple of trading days, you need to begin to perk up and say, okay, something's not right. Because whoever this person was, entity, businesses, whoever, they didn't have any impact on the opposite side of the market. The buyers, they didn't have any impact. So when you saw that this day, June 27th, 2025, didn't impact the price in Palantir to continue to go down, that's when you say, I'm going to play the market long. I'm going to look for the price in Palantir to continue to go higher. It's just that easy, just that simple. So as we were in this prediction, you guys should have seen, well, hold on. The market in Palantir is not going down. I was looking for the market in Palantir to continue to go lower following June 27th. And here it is, 3, 4, 5 days into the prediction, price is not going down. So rather than you staying in a position, seeing that it's against you, right here would have got stopped out on July 14th at 12.37%. You could have gotten out right there on July the 9th and reduced that loss to 8%. You see what I'm saying? And then you would have taken the opposite side of that trade and went long in the market in Palantir. This is how the market is meant to be played. You reduce the losers and you hold on to the gainers. So if you would have purchased Palantir on July the 9th, look at where you'll be at today. Let me get rid of that. Okay. This is where the market has gone since then. So you'd have bought it on, let's say, July the 10th. You would have lost out on 8% on that one play. But then look, 32, almost 33% when the market hit a high in August 12th. So there's still enough meat on the bone for you to continue to gain more than you lost on your first trade. 8.17% loss, 32.8% win. Just taking the opposite side of the trade because you recognize that this market is still being controlled by buyers. So that's what happened. They will happen. You're not going to get these trades 100% correct. But just remember, the ones that you don't get correct, go back and figure out what happened. At what point would I have known I'm on the wrong side so I could just cut the position and get back into the game and get a winning position? Okay. So let's go ahead and update this real quick. Now you can see right here is where sellers were initially at the market when we did our price prediction. We created this as a sell pocket. Buyers broke through that pocket on July the 14th. And then look what happened. Price came back down to that pocket on July 22nd and it held. So this is not a sell pocket. It is now a massive buy pocket right there. So just look at how many times price came and hit this pocket. It's crazy. Like I'm telling you, people are giving us their brightest thinking, their critical analytical thinking when they come in and purchase and sell these stocks. That's why this is not a coincidence. Okay. Right here. This is not a coincidence. Hold on. Okay. So this is not a coincidence. Seeing this day right here in Palantir. That's not a coincidence. Okay. Not once, twice, 3, 4 times the market in Palantir hit that pocket. So this whole time is people buying Palantir. That's it. Somebody knew something and they wanted to accumulate and buy and continually buy and continually buy. See, when people got millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars to play around with, they just can't buy Palantir in one fell swoop. Like, they just can't grab them up at one time. It takes time. And this is what this resembles. All of these days, that person, that business, that entity was buying the stock. And once they got finished buying, the market broke out and went higher. Okay. So you guys can see that. So now let's go to present day. Okay, so now this is what I'm telling you. Just like the last time, when you see a bar that gives you weakness, you're supposed to see price to continue to be weak. All right. Do you see something different over the last 5 to 6 days? Do you see it? It's time for us to be detectives and investigate the scene. Where are the buyers? Where are the sellers? Okay. So now, first of all, let's make the scene. Up here is a sell pocket. Okay. All-time high area in Palantir. Okay. That's the sell pocket. So we got that area marked. What happened? Do you see the bar? Let me ask you, do you see the bar first? Because if you see it, excellent job, because it's right here. That bar massively stands out at you. It looks different than the bars around it. It's so wide. Price entered all the way down there towards $170. When you see that, you need to say, hold up. Somebody was nervous. Somebody was scared. They really sold out of their position, didn't they? So you say, all right, tomorrow I'm going to look for this stock to continue to go down. And then you ask yourself the question, but Palantir didn't go down. Isn't that crazy? So apparently, this individual, whoever sold this day, did not even phase the buyers. That wasn't even a push. The buyers wasn't even worried about the selling on October the 3rd. They wasn't even scared. That's how you can tell. Because price the next day went higher and higher and higher. And now it's getting snagged at this sell pocket. Okay, so now this is the only thing that these buyers need to remove in order for the stock to continue to go up. That's it. Now, as time in Palantir went on following this weakness, there still were sellers in this market in Palantir, because look at where the market closed on these daily bars. Price traded up higher, it closed lower. Next day, price went up higher, closed lower. So yeah, sellers was in this market in Palantir prior to the person who was selling on October the 3rd. Now, just like we saw this consolidational trading, do you see that here? What's going on as this market in Palantir is trading below this sell pocket? Is it consolidating? Yes. So do you think the momentum of buyers is sitting directly below this sell pocket, just buying up this stock? That's what it looks like. Now, my only concern is that we had a sell pocket. That's it. If we were down here at a buy pocket, that's a go. This would be an idea of looking for price in Palantir to continue to go up. But we have to at least draw in some risk that this could go against us because we're at a sell pocket. But right here is the reason why I suspect that this stock still wants to go up in Palantir. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this area into a buy pocket. And let's look at the market on a couple of different time frames before I put on this prediction. So here it is on the 2. Okay, the market is not going down. It went down on that one day, but the market lifted and closed mid bar. And ever since then, the next two-day price bars, price has been closing higher than the prior 2 days. Here it is on the 3. You're not seeing the sellers. You're getting more buy bars than you are seeing the sell bars. That's a buy bar, and these two are buy bars. That's a sell bar. Okay, here it is on the 4. Another probable precursor of strength in Palantir, right there. Buyers came in the market on this bar. Here it is on the 5. And take a look at this on the weekly. Okay, so we're going to look for the market in Palantir to go up. Now, we have to think about how high, and that's where I can assist you, because this stock is trading at all-time highs. All right, so now you can drop a Fibonacci retracement down on the chart to give you an idea, or some other technical indicator to give you an idea how far price can go. But this is in uncharted territory. Okay, here it is on an 11-hour chart. I just want to come in on an hourly chart to see if there's any weakness coming in. You can see precisely where the buyers came in the market right there. So we need to mark that. Okay, so we got that. If it is on the 5 hour, you can bring down this a little bit tighter to this area for the buying. Palantir on the 3. So we're nested right here at this sell pocket. That's why this 3 hour bar closed off the highs. Okay, so don't be surprised as to why this market closed off of the highs on this 3 hour bar. It's because sellers were there. Okay, so now you see how fast this reaction was here. The last time we was at that sell pocket, price went down almost immediately. If we don't get that this go around, a quick reaction back down, that tells you that these buyers are still here and that the sellers are losing control of that pocket. Here it is on the 1, and here it is on the 330. Okay, so yeah, I like that last 330 bar. So let me say this. Be prepared to see some volatility. Be prepared to see the stock go down. Don't be nervous. You already know the reason why the stock is going down. It's because of the sell pocket. We already know that. Now we're anticipating that these buyers in Palantir will uphold whoever's trying to sell out the market. Okay, we're expecting that to happen. But in the event it doesn't, you already know one of the main reasons, the culprits, as to why it's not going up. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to be nervous. You just be prepared as to what to do if the market in Palantir doesn't continue to go up. All right, so this is it. Anywhere within this price prediction will be a take profit because we don't have any higher highs, lower highs that we can identify as a sell pocket yet. Like I said, this is uncharted territory. Nobody in the history of the world has purchased Palantir at $220. So we don't know how amped people would be at buying the stock at 220. Will people become more enthused to sell before 220? We just don't know. We don't have any history as we do going all the way back to when the stock was first launched on the exchange. All right, so we'll see how far it goes. But I'm done. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different.